Okay. Temperance, Major Arcana, the Ace of Rods, the Seven of Swords, the Lovers. That's the first time that's come out for the whole of the month, and in fact your guys is the last reading of the month. And your fifth overall energy card is the Nine of Cups. Well, I have to say this is very nice. This is known as the wish card, the Nine of Cups, and most people would love to see this in their reading. And the fact that you've got this as the overall energy tells us that January or February for you guys, just coming out of your birthday energies, could well be very favourable. And if you've set any intentions in place during the time of your birthday, it feels like the universe is allowing some of that to come through, because you also have an ace in here as well. You've got this beautiful Lovers card over here. Let's work our way through. So we start the first week roughly with this Temperance. She is sort of an androgynous angel, but we've got this angel light, this celestial stone in here. So there's definitely angelic helpers around you. Some of you may find support from the angelic world or the higher vibration energy fields. You could perhaps ask for support or strength, or harnessing of your intentions to come through for you from this energy source. It's very much too about spirituality, awakening, because she's kind of coming down from the heavens, and she's balancing herself on the precipice of earth and water as well. It is about balance, so there's a degree of balancing your psyche and your physicality and your emotional, and twining them all in together to get the flow of life moving. And it does feel like this flow is going to sort of take place. The fact that she pours water from one cup to another talks to us about the balance required, and I think of balance too in diet and things that you take on board in your body, so fluids as well, and any drugs or alcohol, that type of stuff. But we definitely see her as highly spiritually intertwined. So there's something at the beginning of your month that kind of really gets deep with you and sets alight something which is part of who you are and the journey you're going on. We come to this second week and we have this wonderful Ace of Rods, which is again about newness. This is a creative one, so sometimes associated with careers. So some of you may be looking for new jobs. This would be a time when you might find interviews coming into place. If you are seeking new jobs, get your CVs up, get them really highly specced up, and push yourself out there and get into that workplace, because this Nine of Cups as well, sitting sort of over these two, saying we'll help you, we'll help this come into action. There's a degree of satisfaction in this guy's face. He's quite smug because a lot of what he wants is kind of happening. It's in the mind, creativity, it's coming to you, it's not fully developed, so its direction is going this way, almost as if something you've had, ideas that you've had before, like earlier in the year or even maybe last year, you're still working on, and they're coming to fruition. If we look at this card, the third week, we see the Seven of Swords, and this one is a little bit about not fooling yourself and watching people around you. Sometimes there are people who may not be totally honest in your group of friends or your work colleagues or the family members. Just keep an eye out for that. Sometimes this can be tentative arguments waiting in the off rings, and it's like pay heed to what's going on behind your back. Make sure you're not doing anything wrong. Cross your T's and dot your I's. Check anything that you are having legal documents with or signing anything for. If you are uplifting bank loans or mortgages or investing, make sure they're solid and sound and worthy. Also, this can be thinking, what direction do I go and which way should I go? This can be about not knowing for sure if you're taking the right direction. So think twice about any big plans you're making and check them, and go with your gut feeling as well. So be intuitive about it and make sure that you are addressing all points before making any big decisions. But again, we've got him down here sort of, and Temperance, overseeing the general essence and energy. And we come to the 4th week and we see the Lovers card, and so many people love to see this card in a reading for various reasons. We can say straight off it often indicates a physical romantic relationship, and sometimes this is a new relationship. So some of you may meet new partners. And the other thing that it can be is that they're very committed to each other, and this can be almost what we call the soulmates coming in. So it could be a very special, intense relationship, and it could be someone that you cherish for a very long time, who supports you and helps your growth journey and who you are and where you're going in life. The other thing that it can be businesses. This can be a business partner that is a great partner for you, and it will be a very successful business. So there's that to think of. One of the other aspects of the card that can turn up at some times is this can be the card when affairs are around. So sometimes there's a third person involved and you can't quite make up your mind which person you want to be with. So sometimes this is about making choices and planting, your feet firmly on the ground as to which direction and which person you want to be with. But overall, it's considered very positive. It's full of love. And it can be physical love and romance as well. Another thing, it's a card of fertility. So this could be a time when conception can occur and pregnancy. So if you don't want that, you'd have to be careful. This is really strange. Nearly every single zodiac sign for the month of February has had some sort of fertility signs in it. So whether or not we're going to see a population boom in 9 months, I'm not sure. We've talked about this overall energy card. He is divine. He, if you were wanting romance in your life, you could kind of get it. If you're wanting new beginnings, you'll kind of get it. If you're wanting spirituality, you'll be involved in it. So plenty of options here for you guys. It's a lovely reading for the beginning of your year because you've just had your birthday. So absolutely super. Let's put these away and do your final card, which is a chakra card, and see what final message the universe has got for you guys for February, for Capricorns. What last message are we going to pass along to them? Grounding, nature, presence, practicality and stability. And this is so much you. This is Capricorn. That comes to you from the base chakra, and that's your energy, grounded to earth. And I will just read to you what the card is all about. Bring your presence to this moment. Honor what is. Anchor what you dream to be with a grounded connectivity. Perched on a grassy knoll, a young man enters reflective communion with one of our greatest earthly teachers, the energy of trees. As his eyes search for meaning in past mistakes and future possibilities, the roots of the tree call him to bring his presence to the wonders of what is. Just beyond his searching gaze, the crane takes flight, reminding him that each moment offers the opportunity to be born again and to bring forth fresh creation. If he turns just slightly, he will see it and remember, now is always our greatest point of power. And I love that saying, there is no past, there is no future in the past. And they've been talking about the oak tree and the forests, and you had this massive oak tree handed to you. So here's the message. A dream is like a seed held in our hand. It may contain infinite possibilities, but in order to grow, it must be planted. We may have all the right ideas, but to realize our potential, we must learn to anchor our visions into our bodies and bring our genuine presence into the moment in very real and grounded ways. Sometimes we can become so caught up in our projections of the future or recycled tapes from the past that our energy is literally absent from the moment we are in. Our mind pulls us this way, our hearts pull us that, and our actions become scattered and ineffective. Like a tree whose roots are dug up each day, we have no chance to genuinely grow, build, and create that which we desire. This card is an invitation to begin experiencing the energy of grounding by bringing our presence to the moment in the simplest ways. To start with, take time to be in nature, to walk barefoot on the grass. You had so much of this, barefoot on the grass, you had nature all around, quite connected, guys. Stomp your feet and bring the energy down from your busy mind into your body. Notice what each of your senses experiences in each moment. Feel your feet grounded down and genuinely connect with the pulse of Mother Earth. Being grounded helps us feel stable and balanced in our life. It infuses our movements with a quiet strength and enables us to anchor our visions into physical form with practical, reliable action. So Capricornian. So before you go sprinting down the path of far-off dreams, take time to be truly present with what is right here and now. From this place of balanced connection, you have the capacity to manifest great dreams and desires. Who reaches greater heights than the deeply rooted tree? There you are, Capricorn, a beautiful reading for you to start your February and the first month of your year ahead.